Here's the thing that most people won't tell you. You're not actually scared of failure. Yeah, I said it. You keep telling yourself you're not ready, that you'll try when the timing is right, when you have more experience, when the stars align perfectly. But let's get real for a second. It's not failure that's holding you back, it's the fear of what you'll have to give up to succeed. Think about it. What if you actually made it? What if you got everything you've been dreaming about? Sounds great, right? But here's what makes your stomach turn. The comfort of staying small would have to go. The people may not support your growth. You have to face that. The version of you that feels safe because they've never been challenged, that person would have to disappear. And that's terrifying because even though that small version of you isn't living the life you want, at least it's familiar. At least you know what to expect. The devil you know feels safer than the angel you don't. But staying there, playing it safe, keeping yourself small, that's the real tragedy. Let's talk about what success really costs. Success doesn't just demand effort or hard work or putting in the hours. Those things are part of it, sure. But what success really demands is transformation. It's asking you to become a completely different person. Success is sitting there, looking you dead in the eye, asking you to let go of the excuses you've clung to like a security blanket. Those excuses have become your best friends, right? I don't have enough time. I don't have the resources. I'm not lucky like other people. These excuses have protected you from having to really try, from having to put yourself out there. And then there are the distractions you've hidden behind. The endless scrolling, the busy work that makes you feel productive, but it doesn't move the needle. The drama you involve yourself in to avoid focusing on your own life. Success is asking you to give all that up. But here's the hardest part. Success is asking you to let go of the parts of yourself that aren't ready for the life you say you want. Maybe it's the part of you that seeks validation from people who don't matter. Maybe it's the part that's comfortable being mediocre. Maybe it's the part that makes excuses for why you can't instead of finding ways that you can. That's the part no one talks about when they're selling you the dream. They talked about the grind, the hustle, the late nights, but they don't talk about the identity crisis, the internal battle, the shedding of your old self. Now, let me hit you with another truth bomb. Growth is lonely. Like, really lonely. It means leaving behind the familiar and stepping into the unknown. Let's be honest, the familiar feels good. It's your comfort zone, your usual hangouts, your regular routines, the people who know the old you and expect you to stay that way. But when you start growing, when you start chasing the bigger vision, some people aren't going to get it. Some of your friends may make jokes about your new goals, trying to pull you back down to where they are. Family members may question why you're changing, why you can't just be happy with what you have. And you know what? That hurts. That hurts to realize that not everyone is going to celebrate your growth. Some people like you better when you were small because it made them feel better about staying small themselves. You may find yourself at a crossroads where you have to choose between keeping people comfortable and honoring your own evolution. You may have to set boundaries with people you love. You may have to say no to invitations and opportunities that the old you would have jumped at because they don't align with where you're going. In those moments, you'll feel alone. You'll question if it's worth it. You'll wonder if you're making a mistake. But here's what I want you to remember. That loneliness is not permanent. It's just the gap between who you were and who you're becoming. And on the other side of that gap, you're going to find your people. The ones who are on the same journey, who celebrate your wins, who understand your sacrifices because they're making them too. So let's talk about that future version of you. The one that's waiting on the other side of all this fear and discomfort. That person. They're stronger than you can imagine right now. They're freer because they're not held back by the opinions of others or the weight of their own excuses. And they're finally living the life you've been dreaming of. Not just dreaming about it, but actually living it. That version of you wakes up excited about their day. They're proud of who they've become. They look back at this moment, at you sitting here listening to this, and they're grateful that you made the hard choice. They're grateful that you didn't let fear win. But here's the thing, that person doesn't just appear. They're built, they're forged through the exact discomfort you're trying to avoid right now. Every time you choose growth over comfort, every time you push through the fear, every time you let go of something that's holding you back, you're building that person, brick by brick. So here's the $1 million question. Are you really scared of failing? Or are you scared of becoming the person you've always known you could be? Because I think it's the latter. I think you know deep down that you have what it takes. And that's what scares you. Because if you have what it takes, then you have no more excuses. You have to actually try. You have to actually put yourself out there. You have to actually risk becoming everything you've dreamed of. The choice isn't easy. I'm not going to stand here and tell you it is. Choosing transformation over comfort is one of the hardest things you ever do, but it's yours to make. No one else can make it for you. Your friends can't. Your family can't. I can't. Only you can decide if you're ready to let go of who you are to become who you're meant to be. So what's it going to be? Are you going to let fear of success keep you playing small? Or are you ready to step into your greatness? The choice is yours. The time is now. That's it for today's episode. Thank you for listening. Until next time, stay limitless and never stop believing in yourself.